minutes. Chew.
That's the number, the sound right there.
Yes, that is the sound.
Oh, that made a difference in the house. Raising the temperature that high, I can't handle it. I gotta go back down. Good morning. How are you, folks?
Good morning.
Happy Thursday to you. We had us a night last night. Shouts out
goodness.
To the Power Mixer Charlotte 2024.
Shouts out to the man behind the mission,
Mr. Jelani Hill and his team.
That's right.
Because you can't do stuff like that without a team.
Teamwork makes the dream work. What?
How many phones do I have in here?
You have a lot of much. No, that's Brenda's phone.
Anyway, that one line. So good morning to you. We have an interesting topic today, because we find ourselves constantly in positions where we have to talk to people about. People say stuff like, I do everything by myself, or I don't need no help. Mm-hmm. And we end up coaching them that if you're trying to do everything in your own strength, you're doing it incorrectly.
Absolutely.
You need help. Even you solopreneurs, it's a team sport.
It's a team sport. And a solopreneur really has an area of burnout if you're only working in your own silo.
Yeah, there's loneliness attached to that. There's burnout attached to that. But today what we want to talk about are the types of people that you need in your life.
Absolutely.
As you navigate your life, as you accumulate years, there's certain types of people that you need in your life. We want your input on it, but I have some thoughts on it.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about it right back after these messages.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Like.
I'm drinking a flavored coffee. It's black. I don't put nothing in my coffee, but I bought it flavored.
Flavored with what?
This is vanilla flavored coffee.
Vanilla is a great flavor. I have been looking for. Anybody know how to find it? Vanilla bean gel. Vanilla bean gel. It is gel. It's used. You can use it for cooking or baking the same way you normally use vanilla, but it's got a stronger. It's a concentrated.
I haven't heard of it.
Concentrate.
But you know what I would love to find?
What would you love to find?
Clorox that smells like the original Clorox. Nowadays, I can't find any Clorox because they take all the smell out of it. Okay.
I need that. Yes, one earring. No, I have on two earrings, but I have on one earring, one dangly.
Miss Phyllis, you'll find this funny. This morning, Lisa and I watched a really funny clip about things that Black people say
as compliments
when they see you looking fire. When they see you looking fire or dressed up, what do they say? And one of the things they do is they talk about, they itemize what you're wearing. Oh, I see you. One earring, black dress. Oh, okay. They talk about your clothes.
Absolutely.
Oh, I see you. Brittany Thomas was in the house last night. She was looking fine and fun.
And networking and she was getting her roll on, baby.
That's right. That was beautiful.
Miss Phyllis said, "Yep, that's right." Hey, polka dot. Me and another lady I had on my purple dress, and she had on a beautiful fuchsia pant jumpsuit. And when we both walked in the door and saw each other, we looked at each other like this. Okay, purple, and I said, "Okay, pink." Yeah, so we really had a great time. I love.
We're going to get to the topic. So what else, Brittany, what do you think Black people say when they catch you looking fire? Is that who you going to go see? Who you about to go see?
I had more than one occasion last night to say, "Hey, eyelashes," but I didn't say it out loud.
I see you. Definitely, Miss Phyllis.
That's right. I see you.
Oh, I see you.
I see you.
And okays. Okay.
Brittany said the event was fire. It was fire.
It was fire.
It was fire. We actually ended up closing the place out.
Lisa and I stayed to the very, very end.
Doing interviews, and it was amazing. We got to meet some amazing, phenomenal, fantastic business people.
I made some money there last night. Surely did, offer my services as a sales trainer. I had found a law firm that has been desperate looking for someone to come in and train their attorneys on how to sell.
Why not?
And I was there. Bam.
That's right. Miss Phyllis says, looking good. Just where you going? Where you going?
Where you going?
Where you going? Where you going?
Oh, you killing them. You about to kill them. Things black people say when they catch you looking fired. Oh, you about to kill them.
That's right, Brittany. I see you.
I need to go put on my funeral clothes because you about to kill them. Okay, I see you.
I see you. That is the number one. That is the number one. I actually really enjoy it, and it is a joke, but I see it more often than not. Okay, polka dot. Calling people out about what they got on.
Miss Yolanda Trotman, who's a wonderful entrepreneur here in Charlotte, but within the cigar community. Good morning, Yolanda. How you doing?
And Brittany says, "Oh, you cute" is another one.
Oh,
yes.
You cute.
Oh, you cute.
Yolanda, what you got?
Okay, she cute. She cute.
The show topic is people that you need in your life, and we're going to get into it. But we had some fun with that.
The subtopic is what black people say when you is fire.
When they catch you looking fire.
He casket sharp.
He casket sharp is country as heck. But okay.
Absolutely.
You about to kill him. Okay. What else we got? That's about it. Is that it?
There's more than that.
Oh, here's another one. White shirt, white pants, boom. Boom.
Boom. Okay. Okay is the number one compliment. Just okay.
Let's get into it now. Today's topic. First off, if you didn't know, her name is Lisa Santiago McNeill. Mm-hmm. Yes, that includes the Santiago part.
Yes.
And every time. That's who she is. Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And he is Brian K. McNeill. Don't leave that K out if you want this Brian, because you might find some Brians, but you won't find my Brian.
That's right. If you're searching, these are the ways you should search. And together make up what's called the Empowerment Duo. The broadcast that you're tuned into is called Let's Talk About It.
Let's talk about it.
This broadcast has been going on since October of 2016. That's right. Since 2016, Monday through Friday. Lisa on my left. We've been doing this thing. We talk about personal conversations,
business information,
and spiritual inspiration.
With a little bit of shenanigans. I'm the shenanigans.
You're the shenanigans. Good. Because that's the reason I dropped out of school, because they had recess when I was in school, and I do not play. But anyway.
Hey, Judy.
Good morning, Judy. Judy, I'm so happy that you're in the room. Because you're one of those people, Judy, that we're about to talk about today.
The kinds of people that we need in our lives.
Yes. Now, one of the things about me is I'm a speaker, and so is my wife, but I also enjoy other people's talks. I like to watch speakers do their thing. I delight in it.
Absolutely. And I enjoyed the conversations. First of all, let me tell you, last night, getting to be involved in the podcast recording that we did with Jay Hill at the end of the event, it was amazing. What I really enjoyed was hearing the level of high level of conversation between you and Jelani.
Well, we obviously have read a lot of the same books.
Because both of you have read a lot of the same books.
It was beautiful. It
had a lot of the same reference. I heard a lot of some of the things that you refer to in him, and I could see how his mind.
It was wonderful conversation.
It was lovely.
We was quoting each other and bringing up stuff, and we knew what each other was talking about. It was beautiful. But here's what you didn't see last night, because I was in the room much earlier than you, the room where we was doing the interview, and you were still out there on the floor. And the lady that was we were assigned a chance to interview entrepreneurs. That's what Lisa. We're experienced interviewers. We do it a lot. You've seen us do it on here.
Good morning, Katura.
We're
my
very
beautiful
experienced
sister.
at it, and we're very comfortable
I
at
thought
it.
about you this morning.
That's why she's here. You got to think about when you think about KT, she shows up.
I know.
But let me tell you,
I miss
the person that was there doing the interviews before me and Lisa. She knew that we were on the schedule to do the remaining interviews, but she was nervous about, are these two going to be any good? Are they going to be prepared? So she had this sheet. She goes, here's some questions that you can use to interview the entrepreneurs. I was like, okay, fine. I read the questions. I'm not asking any of these questions here. I know how to interview people. So she kept checking. Okay, y'all gonna be okay, right? Y'all see how it's done? Y'all see how it's done? I'm not gonna do it the way she do it. I'm not her.
Dr. Letitia, we appreciate her.
It like that. But anyway,
she was amazing.
She was amazing.
She was amazing.
But she
didn't know us.
But she didn't know us, and I wasn't gonna do it like she do it.
No, but she had a responsibility to make sure that there was a certain level of quality that was carried out. She didn't know who we were.
Right. So
and
anyway,
she wanted to be able to
let me tell my story.
Well.
So she was very concerned about whether we were going to be good at the interviewing and stuff. And you're going to get about 3 minutes a person. And I was like, okay, we're fine. We're good. And then there was some confusion. And then Elisa finally came in because I could tell she was very, very concerned. Is this guy and his wife going to be able to conduct interviews with these entrepreneurs at this occasion? And now I know how to do my thing. So, and I knew I was going to do it big. So when Lisa came in, and Lisa's like, okay, when we go on, what's going on? I said, baby, I'm staying out of the fray.
Robin, what's good? We appreciate
I'm just going to stay back, sit back, and relax. And we got on. We were like 40 minutes late before they tagged us in.
We were not 40 minutes late. It was 40 minutes after we were scheduled.
Right.
That we were that the venue was made available for us to take over.
Right. That we didn't get to it. It was like 40 minutes late. So that's no problem. We're here. We good. We're good. And then when we started doing the interviews, the first interview, I broke it out, boy. I said, hello. We're here, Charlotte Power Mix in 2024. My name is Brian K. McNeill, and this is
Santiago.
We ripped into it. And everybody in the room was like, whoa. We did our thing.
We're grateful for the opportunity.
The funny thing to me was after we had done all the interviews, one other interviewer came back and she did it. And then somebody else who had been interviewed by the other interviewer came over to her and said, I got a bone to pick with you. You didn't give me all of that when you interviewed me and all that. And it was fun because we did it big the whole time.
Absolutely. But we were grateful to be
all right, let's get to the topic,
man. All. Amen. Good morning, Craig. He says, good morning, everyone, and have a great, blessed day on purpose and enjoy it to the fullest.
Amen.
Robin, I also sent you an email this morning. Please check your emails. Shirley, good morning.
Good morning,
to you.
Shirley. Good morning,
Phyllis
Katora.
said, hey, Foxy. Hey, Stud. Yes,
right.
There you go.
So the kinds of people you need in your life. What I was starting to say before I got off into the other story was I like to listen to speeches. And one of the speeches that are my favorite are Hall of Fame induction speeches. I probably listen to 100 of them from all the different sports.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to me that it boils down to, according to the Hall of Fame speech, they all need to become a Hall of Fame player at any level. You need about 4 major people in your life.
Okay.
Now I think we need,
Lena.
I think we need 5 now.
Okay.
That you need in your life.
You need a coach.
You need someone who, yes, you need a coach or a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
You need a coach or a mentor. You can't get through this thing to levels of success without some level of being coaching or mentorship.
Absolutely.
You need one of those.
Mm-hmm.
You also need
an encourager.
You need an encourager. Someone to encourage you consistently, even when you don't deserve it. You need an encourager.
That's right.
Even when you're not doing it well, someone says, well, you'll get them next time.
Hey, Terry Robinson. Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning, Terry Robinson. We're talking about the kinds of people you need in your life. What do you say? So we said so far, we need someone who's going to
coach or mentor
you. You need an encourager. You know, you also need somebody that's going to have your back and defend you when you're present or when you're not present.
Absolutely.
You need a defender. Somebody to defend them off. Someone that's going to defend you in your honor.
In your absence.
In your absence or in your presence.
In your presence or in your absence.
You need somebody that you know is going to have your back even when you ain't in the room. You need that person in your life.
Absolutely.
You also need, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You also need someone who will keep it real with you.
Accountability.
Someone's going to tell you when your face is dirty, when your slip is showing. Somebody who ain't scared of your butt, okay, who will get into your butt, okay. Whoa, I saw you out there. Stop tripping. Even someone who's willing to grab you by the lapel and say, look, cut it out. Okay?
Absolutely. Couture said, I'm the defender.
Couture is the defender.
Amen.
And you need one of those in your life too, Couture, somebody to defend you. We need help. You need your encourager. And here's another person you need in your life. You need your encourager. You need your motivator. You need your someone to have your back and defend you.
Judy says that will be me, the accountability, to snatch you up and get in your behind.
Amen. But you also need someone that's going to stick with you through thick and thin, through the good and the bad, even when you don't treat them well. The Hall of Fame speeches, there's so many times when they get to the point where they're crying, is when they're crying about thanking that wife that they cheated on, thanking that wife that stuck with them when they were being immature, thanking that mother that stuck with them when they were messing up by the numbers, when they were screwing it up and mom was praying them through, and they was messing up again and again and again, and mom never let them go.
Absolutely.
That person that's going to stick with you no matter what.
That's a difficult role to be in, and it is one not to be taken for granted.
But these are people that you need in your life. And there's another person I discovered just last night. It came to my remembrance.
What was that?
Somebody that inspires you, that you can see their example that inspires you to do something.
I like it.
You need somebody that's going to inspire you, encourage you, stick with you, defend you, keep it real with you. That's 5 right there.
I think that is amazing. Good morning, William Brown. Thank you for joining us this morning. I am telling you
there's more too we can think of.
Yeah, well, I think it's all necessary. Lena Janelle said, writing these down, and I have all these so far.
You are blessed.
Number 3 is a ride or die. They know who they are. Amen. I've been most of these to someone at some point, especially the cheerleader. I am an encourager.
The cheerleader. That's a wonderful way of putting that.
Absolutely.
And those of you who have one of these 5, you're blessed.
Absolutely.
If you have 2 of these 5, you're even more blessed. If you got all 5,
you should be doing some great things so that you don't let the people down who believe in you.
It's amazing when the Hall of Fame inductees, when they get to that point, when they get to emotion, and they almost always do, they might say to themselves 100 times, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. But when they start thanking the people that mattered, they do. They cry. They get moved to emotion.
Absolutely.
When I think about my mother.
Sheila said, what was number 1, your coach or mentor?
And I don't know if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think they're all number 1s.
Yeah, no, she was speaking in regard. They're all of, there's no particular order.
Yeah.
But number 1 that we said was a coach or mentor.
You got to have someone to speak life into you. Coach or mentor. I've heard one speech, the guy who spoke life into a guy, he did it in passing once, and it changed the arc of a guy's life.
What about the bus driver?
That's what I'm about to go
to.
This guy was in the 7th grade or something, and he was notorious. He was just like other kids. Every day on that school bus, he'd get on that school bus and race to the back and cut up the whole time with the boys in the back of the bus. And one day when he was getting on the bus, intending to act a fool, the bus driver said, hold on. You don't have to be like them. You don't have to act like that. Your life is going to matter. He took another step or 2 and he had to stop. Whoa. Maybe no one had ever said that to him before, that his life is going to matter.
Absolutely.
And he doesn't have to be like that. That moment in passing changed his whole life.
Absolutely.
You can speak life into a teenager.
You absolutely can. Absolutely.
So the list we had, I want to go over it again. We come up, today's topic is the kinds of people that you need in your life to get through. Number 1 we suggested was you need a coach or a mentor or someone to speak some life into you. That's one. What was
Amen.
next?
Susan Kennedy, good morning.
Good morning, Susan.
Good morning.
You also need someone that's going to encourage you or inspire you.
Absolutely.
Or cheerlead for you. Like Sister Alina says. You need someone that's going to have your back.
The defender.
A defender. Someone that's going to keep them up off of you, fight them off of you if they need to,
or fight for you,
or fight for you when
in your
you're
absence.
in your absence, like Katura was suggesting. That person like that.
What?
Whoa. You're not gonna talk about her like that. Okay. I'll cut you.
You're gonna get cut. Absolutely.
Some people have that kind of defense over their pastor. Whoa, you better not say nothing bad about my pastor. Okay, because they're not gonna have that. Someone that's willing to defend you, fight for you, whether you're present or not. You need that person in your life.
Some accountability.
You need an accountability. This person is the keep it real person. Mm-hmm. This person don't care if everybody else is throwing flowers at your feet. I see all that stuff. They don't care about your press clippings. You're this, you're that, you're so and so.
They believe in you, but they are not going to not hold your feet to the fire.
Right. They're not going to let you get away with bull.
Dr. Deborah, I have to share you with Joy Elizabeth that I have been holding my mule, but I miss you.
Okay.
I miss you. I did. I'm so glad to see you.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah. Good
Thank
morning,
you, Dr. Beverly.
Carolyn
She
Stevens.
says mentor, encourager, defender, accountability, stick with me, inspirer. Grant, thank you so much for capturing that.
Dr. Beverly be doing that thing.
Grand rising to my favorite, awesome, beautiful family. I have been all of these at some point in time to other people. And as a parent, I've had to be all of these to children that have different characteristics.
Yes.
However, I don't have any of these people in my life, and I know I need them. So I decided to stay with the one family I have, the Empowerment Duo Network.
Dr. Beverly, you always bring a word. And I appreciate your word every time. Thank you for capturing that. And isn't it interesting what she said? Yeah, I heard what Lisa just read. She knows that she has been all of these things for someone else, which is likely. It's likely if you're a parent. It's likely if you care about people that you at some point have been all of these things for someone else. But it's also likely that you've had these people come through your life too.
Katura said, I'm accountability as well. Yes.
I love you, but you messing up.
Amen. You have been that as well. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have these relationships in my life that I can say firsthand. I know that these personalities exist and support in ways that you can't deny.
Are we missing any? Because did we leave room for saying just a friend? A friend? Someone that you talk to?
An ear. I guess.
An ear. Someone that just talk to. Someone that's going to let you talk about it.
Terry says coach or mentor, encourager or cheerleader, defender. Someone who has your back and fights for you whether you're there or not.
Yeah.
Accountability partner who keeps it real about you and
someone that inspires you.
She got him.
Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Susan. Absolutely. Now, understand one of the things I also realize is you have to have a willingness to allow these people in your life.
Whoa. That was major. What you just said.
You have to have a willingness to
allow this in your life.
Absolutely.
Allow it.
Because sometimes accountability don't feel good.
You can't talk to me like that.
Don't they know who I am? When you start to believe your own press report, don't they know who I am? I am this and I'm that and I'm this and you're going to tell me about my skirt slipping? Yeah. I mean, my slip showing? No.
Kevin Hart was being interviewed by Patrick Bet-David, and it was such a really intimate interview. And Kevin Hart said he looks out for when the crazy comes for the celebrity. When the crazy comes. And he says, when you decide to go out somewhere publicly with no shirt on and a tie and short pants and something crazy on, and nobody in your world
group says don't wear that.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Don't do that.
Go back in the house. That's when the crazy can start. Okay?
Absolutely.
But you need somebody go put on a shirt.
Absolutely. Now that person has to know enough about you to know when it is beyond you being yourself.
That's a major point too. Well, this not you.
Patrina
you letting crazy come in.
Patrina says, Grand Rising friends, heading to Maryland for a jazz festival this weekend and to celebrate my friend's 50th anniversary. Well, amen.
I heard about this trip. Her and her husband, they get in a car. They're going to go to Maryland and they're going to hang out with other people, other friends of theirs that have been friends of theirs for a very long time. Other couples, other friends, and they're going to enjoy the jazz festival over in Maryland. How cool is that you have friends that you meet up with at the jazz festival once a year? How cool is that? That's to me, Patrina, that is living.
Hey,
you're not just existing, you are living, going up to the jazz festival.
Amen. Dr. Deborah says, I am finally back in Clarksville. I've been traveling for weeks. I woke up this morning with my granddaughter and my great niece and my cat in the bed.
All that in your bed?
There's not much space, but lots of love.
That is a beautiful moment.
Absolutely.
Dr. Granddaughter, niece, and cat today.
Absolutely. Dr. Carolyn says, I have an accountability partner and I appreciate it even when harsh. I serve as an accountability for several people as well. It's an important role.
Look at that. She appreciates it even when harsh. The accountability partner kind of have to sometimes.
Sometimes they have to be harsh, but they have to have established enough consideration for you and who you are becoming, that they respect where you are, but they also know when you are not doing what you need to be doing, or you are going beyond, or you are getting out of character. All of those things. Dr. Carolyn says, I stopped in today to get some encouragement for myself today. I appreciate you both. That is why I always say, check on your friend. I say, check on your strong friend.
Because who
encourages?
The encourager.
Absolutely.
Who encourages the encourager? One of the most popular videos I ever did. I did it in 2014. I say popular because people watch that one. Who encourages the encourager? I did it in 2014, the year before I met my wife. And I just was at me in my house by myself, set my laptop up, and I did a short video on YouTube. Who encourages the encourager? Because no one checks on the strong.
Absolutely.
The one that everyone knows is strong, everybody assumes that person is fine. Yeah, they think that person is straight, but they're very often not. Who encourages? And what I suggested in my video was the encourager needs to find other encouragers. And we need encouragers need to encourage each other. Okay. And I even raised my hand. If you don't feel like you have one, I will do that for you.
Absolutely. Doc C says not many people do, because people assume you don't need it. And understand, everybody has a night. Everybody has a sunset.
An off day.
Nobody has a day without a night. Nobody. And we have to be mindful of that. But when we are in night, we also have to be willing to accept it when someone is encouraging us.
I'm telling you, it encourages me so much when I watch these Hall of Fame speeches. And every year there's a whole new crop of them. And I watch them all the sports. They all talk about, when they get to the point where they're crying, is when they're thanking that person that stuck with them, even when they didn't deserve it.
Absolutely.
How many athletes have praised to their hilts their wives who stuck with them when they was running the streets, when she didn't have to stay, but she stuck and stayed, or dealt with them, or they were being sometimes even crazier than that, you know.
And understand, it takes a certain level of strength to be willing to admit when you are vulnerable. A lot of times that I get this from many of my clients, even when we discover and uncover during our coaching that there is an area that they need support in, and they agree with it. Then when it is reminded to them, did you get help in this area? Did you find out if you needed to get whatever other support and assistance you need? Oh, no, I'm fine.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Okay, be fine.
I don't need nobody's help is a lie. Let's read this. Lena Janelle says,
Couture Green, you're a real one, with all caps and exclamation points. I have the best friends. My college peeps are the best.
Amen.
I have one of these in my
life. One of all of these in my life. Amen. You're blessed.
Amen. Dr. Beverly, the people who are the strongest are often the ones that have no one in their lives to mirror it back. It sounds like you are
that one. The strong friend.
Absolutely.
I've been encouraging a friend, a would-be singer, who always asks me how I've been able to incur continued success as full-time artist, but he doesn't want to listen or even try. And it's listen and even try. It's always excuses. Yesterday I had to gently get in his sugar honey iced tea. I encourage my strong friends when I see they need it. I watch them carefully for a down moment in case they need it. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful contribution to the show this morning. And I'm just going to say, I want to encourage you, Lena, to just keep on.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times they don't see it during.
Absolutely.
They see it after.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you don't know all of his struggles and the frays and battles he's battling. You know, he could be nervous or afraid of work or job, or he could have other insecurities getting in his way too.
Absolutely.
And I don't know the guy at all. So
absolutely. Lena, I didn't know that you knew my Katura. I did not know that. She's my Katura. And she is a real one.
And I always have fun highlighting that I met Katura before I met Lisa.
I know.
See, every time I get that response.
But she's still my Katura. Judy says, my husband is my encourager, but I need a female one. Well, thank you for asking. Thank you for saying that. And now I know where I can fit.
Interesting that you say that. Judy Floyd, a lot of you guys know I've called her my adopted big sister, but she has her husband who's a band leader. He's a performer. He has a couple of bands, and Judy serves as kind of like the band mom for two bands, plus supportive of two bands and her husband
and every band member.
And she's the glue person
absolutely
to every band member. And Lisa and I had a chance to see that happen a couple of times. She's not on stage, but she's critically essential.
Critically
essential to everything.
They wouldn't be the same.
She's the only one that knows everything.
And doesn't play or sing a note. That is not her lane. She's not playing an instrument or singing a note, but that band, those bands, Next Level Band or Crave, would not be the same level of esteem, stature, or integrity without Judy.
And I remember one time we had a business conversation with Judy and John about the business of their music, because we had seen them perform, and they cover so many eras of music.
Genres, absolutely.
Yes, and eras too. So anyway, but I saw her.
Did you get in your feelings?
I saw her passion, and that meant something to me.
Absolutely.
The way she was thinking it out, I saw it.
Absolutely.
So that means a lot to me, Judy.
All of
and
it.
You play a critical role.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dr. Beverly said the things that you just mentioned, Brian, are like the spiritual things that a human body needs. Taste, touch, smell, sight, hearing, and balance. They are relatable to personal success and living as well. Amen. I'm
here to sit here and thank you, Dr. Beverly, for saying that. I'm here to say that to successfully navigate life, you need all of that.
Absolutely.
I said earlier, if you got one of those people, you're blessed. If you got two, you're more blessed. Okay.
Judy's over there blushing. Well, you need to stay blushing because all of those things are true. No lies told.
No lies told.
No lies told. Dr. Deborah said, I'm the strong family member in quotes. That's one thing. That's one of the reasons that I am intentional about being there for my friends. I have a few friends and I appreciate them so much. Amen.
And I love so much what she does. That's one of the reasons. She knows she's that person. But that's one of the reasons that I'm intentional about being there for my friends, because you can't do that for just anybody.
No, you can't. Sister Shirley says, I encourage everyone because these days everyone needs
She's right.
Times are hard.
Times are hard this year, last year. They'll be hard next year and the year after that. Okay. All of life is working hard. All of life is suffering. All of life is going through some things. All of it. Okay. Lisa mentioned earlier, day and night. Okay. Sun and rain. You get all of that stuff. And you need these people in your life. You can't. Would you rather be a hermit or would you rather be a social butterfly? They're extremes, but you need people.
They're both extremes, but I think now I've learned more and more that they're both necessary positions. Dr. Beverly says, I really like it when Lisa reads my comments before she reads it out loud. She'll giggle a little bit or she'll nod her head in agreement.
Especially if it tickles her, certainly she's going to do that.
Absolutely. And I read them before I read them because I read everything. And I'm always excited that you guys decide to contribute.
Did you see the love last night between Dr. Tish and Jay Hill?
Absolutely.
They kind of grew up together.
Like brother and sister love.
That brother and sister love. They were 3 people interviewed Jay Hill last night.
I think Tommy and I have that love.
You and your brother Tommy.
Yeah, as well as me and Patrick. I think we expressed that kind of.
If you had seen it, they kept encouraging each other. And they had seen each other from 11-year-olds.
Absolutely.
They've seen each other low. They've seen both of each other low and high and low again and elevated. And they have encouraged each other again. And now they're both successful business people.
Absolutely. Terry says, encourager in chief.
Encourager in chief here.
Encouragement costs the giver little to nothing, and it yields so much.
The encourager in chief. What a cool thing to call yourself, even, because you're probably right. The encourager in chief is the person that encourages all the time, even when they're messing up.
Absolutely.
They have just had a loss. They've just had a setback or public embarrassment.
Absolutely.
That's when they need their public encourager, their encourager in chief. Because they're feeling low already. I messed up. I dropped the ball. I didn't get it done. Where's my encourager? I need someone to put me back together.
Dr. Beverly says, yes, somehow I can tell when you read mine. It's exciting.
It's beautiful.
I'm grateful. Lena Janelle says, she's laughing at my Katura. I actually don't know her at all. I just appreciate people who are defenders. She wrote it so emphatically, and she meant it.
Wow. That's what you say when you want
that
to
I
co-sign.
knew
Wow.
she was standing on business on that. Oh, yeah,
That's
she
right.
was.
That's right.
10 toes down. This is a great topic to have. I have a good deal of encouragement people in my life.
Amen.
And I know I'm blessed.
Amen.
That's the one reason I've been encouraging that singer friend to whom much is given, much is expected. I believe that if you've received God's favor and find someone who doesn't see theirs, absolutely.
I'm going to say, Lena,
important.
your singer friend needs you to keep on being that.
Absolutely.
Because at some point, it's going to click. The encourager has to go on. You need someone in your life that's going to speak something into you, a coach or a mentor, someone that knows more than you in an area.
They can see down the lane.
That you respect.
Absolutely.
You need someone like that, someone that can coach you or mentor you or speak some life into you.
Absolutely.
If you're at the top of the food chain, smartest one in your circle, don't take no counsel from no one else, and you're the only one that keeps giving out counsel. If you're the only one that keeps, and you don't seek no counsel, you need somebody like that.
Yeah, it is. And it's possible you just need to get outside of the circle that you're in, which brings us back around full circle to the networking and net weaving that was done on last night. Making some connections with people that you might not have you might not meet them in the supermarket. You might not catch them on the way to work. These are people that you have to be intentional about getting into the room with. There was some great energy in that room. And a lot of those people, we might not have had the opportunity to.
You couldn't do it any other way than the way it was done last night. No. Networking. You know, my wife and I have been together 9 years, and it's amazing. Our relationship is amazing. But I think at one point, it used to bother my wife when I had a question or something I wanted to do, and I would get her opinion about it, and then I would still contact my guys. I would contact my mentors. I would go through my network of my friends that I always bounced everything off of. And sometimes I would go through my guys and ask Bill what he thought of it, or Steve what he thought of it, you know, and get all these different opinions, and then come back and decide to do what my wife suggested I do in the first place. I thought you got in your feelings. It wasn't that I wasn't listening to you. So you do it because they said to do it.
No, I never did.
But it was because I needed my guys.
Yeah, I never did. I never felt that way about those reinforcements and those seeking out of extra. I have to say that I often, and this is an area that God is dealing with me with, that I often find that the level of skill or expertise that I have in a particular area is overlooked. Now, seeking advice or seeking counsel from someone else on general myriad of subjects, I don't have a problem with that. But I feel like sometimes when I know something to be true and or working successfully, and I am overlooked for someone else's expertise because they said it somewhere else and it wasn't me, that sometimes sticks in my craw.
I saw it stick in your craw before, and I don't ever want it to stick in your craw. I don't want it to stick in your craw. Where is your craw on your body? Where is it? Where's the craw?
I don't know where my craw is.
But we don't want nothing sticking in it.
No, we don't want nothing in it.
The craw is right next to your druthers. Okay? That's where it is.
If I had my druthers.
That's what the craw is.
Yeah, well, but I don't usually have my druthers.
But I count one of my strengths is I have great friends. I have friends that I call on for certain things. I think William Brown and I had a conversation about this once before. We had friends that we know we're going to call for this particular area, or if we need something like that. There's certain friends that you don't call when you're feeling down because they're going to make it worse.
They're going to make it worse.
Right, and you know that.
Now,
go ahead.
I got to catch these comments up. And I thank you, Sister Shirley, for bringing it up. And I want to bring it up as well. She says, I love you too, but it's lonely over there. Oftentimes it is lonely. You don't get to see these comments until we all move over there, which one day we may have to. But if you go to the Empowerment Network 3252, all one string, and like and subscribe us over there and hit the notification bell. That way, if we ever get disconnected some way, we will be able to.
We really want you guys to have this as a backup.
Please understand, the Empowerment Network 3252 on YouTube.
Because Facebook be Facebooking sometimes, and we can lose you guys again.
And I don't ever want to do that.
Or 3 times.
Absolutely.
Terry says this is.
Terry says this topic sounds like a Brian and Lisa book: the 5 people you need in your life and how to find them, how to be them.
I like that. I love that.
I do like
Terry, that was a great idea because I've been wanting to do a book with Lisa for a long time.
And everybody wants us to do a relationship book.
They constantly ask us to do that, Terry.
We have been backing away from that.
Need to embrace that.
But maybe this will allow us to do the relationship without having to do it a marriage relationship. This is a relationship with the people that you need in your life.
Thank you for the suggestion. Just the other day, Sister Terry, I watched a video, an 8-minute video I did of a speech I called "You Are the Seed, but You Can Be the Soil." It was the name of my speech. You are the seed, but you can be the soil. And it was my Brianized version of the parable of the sower, the man that goes out to sow seeds.
Yeah,
and it's a really good speech. It's an 8 minutes long speech. I may post it on my Facebook page today. But it's an older speech I did, but I really like the message. And what you just did, Terry, reminded me of that. You are the seed, but you could be the soil too. Okay.
Dr. Deborah says, Lisa, I love the way you encourage me, but you do not allow me to lie to myself. And you know that it's wonderful that you notice that.
Love.
I appreciate that. Dr. Deborah and I have not known each other for a very, very, very long time.
At least 3-4 years.
It has been actually, it has been a few years, but much like Sister Barbara and I, we had an acquaintance and then a friendship.
Yeah.
So it came very quickly, and I appreciate it, but I always was mindful that we were also in a coaching relationship. And sometimes that is a boundary that you've got to mitigate. You've got to juggle with it. You've got to figure it out, right? So I see when I am working with my clients, even with my friends, but I've learned to just, you don't get it if you don't want it.
Hard to do that
with
friends too.
With my clients, I can see what God has placed in you. I can see it in the core of you. And sometimes I can see that you don't see it.
This time is flying by. We're already at 9:42. I want to catch up the comments.
But I appreciate it when you invite me alongside of you to help you to become everything that God intended for you to be.
I'm going to read this. Couture says, I so understand that point of view, Lisa. I quite often feel that way with my hubby. We was talking about even though you got the good counsel at the house already, they'll still go through. These are people that are my guys.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay when you're just talking to your guys and you want to get some support, some encouragement or whatever. But I'm talking about when you go to another professional, because they are a professional that doesn't live in your house, it's almost as if you forget all the credentials that go with my name.
I don't ever forget it. I just
like,
still want to
don't forget.
Because I like the people too. Okay. Do you know who I am? Sister Foshina, good morning.
I am grateful for all the encouragement on the Empowerment Network. Amen. So we.
Lena Janelle says, I co-signed that, Terry, with exclamation points. Yes, do the book. Great title too. I'm on that, Brian. I'm on that, Brian. Thank you. My various circles are powerful, but this particular one,
this one right here,
my college crew, most of them are very successful, but where am I? But they aren't artists, so they don't get why the single friend can't go for his dream. I will keep encouraging that friend, though, despite how much others think it's futile. Let me say something about artist people real quick, because we're going to catch up the comments and we're going to do the greeting songs. All the artsy people I have met in my adult life, from the musicians, the singers, the artists, the drawing, the painters, all the artists people that I know, the creatives I know, all of you guys are just a little bit off. All the artsy people in my life are just a little bit off. They see life just a little different. All of you guys have a level of weird. Yes, I've met a lot of them. I've had some artists that are great close friends of mine, and they all are bugging. They all are bugging.
I embrace my weird.
You consider yourself that
Absolutely.
way too. So you're a little bit off too.
I definitely am off, and it's on my wall in the bathroom. Did you see it? I'm wonderfully weird. Amen.
No, I didn't see that one, but I see a lot. Lisa's got that bathroom of hers well represented with her thoughts, and she does it day and night. Her discipline. She reads it and she says it out loud too in the evenings. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the success principle. According to Think and Grow Rich, you should read your goals and targets at least 3 times a day. But the last time you read it, you should read it aloud in the mirror with feeling. Read it aloud in the mirror with emotion and let your subconscious work on it while you go to sleep. Dr. Beverly says
the backside to this is when we became all things to all people. It costs energy to be replenished ahead of time, time to meditate and refuel. These are services that are provided to strangers even.
Yeah.
To some, it can be taxing.
No
That's
doubt.
why we should not be selfish and pray for the ones that are mentoring, defending, etc. Absolutely.
Amen. Thank you, Dr.
We
Beverly.
met a wonderful lady on last night who eloquently expressed the importance of particularly entrepreneurs or givers and to fulfilling their self-care, because in order to represent themselves and their best self, you have to take care of that vessel.
Yes.
And I'm looking
her
forward
whole business
to it.
was about it was called
Sharon D. Brown was her name.
Sharon D. Brown, look her up. She has an academy on helping entrepreneurs, particularly entrepreneurs, to make sure you're feeding your own self.
Absolutely.
It was great.
I've invited her as a guest, so I hope she definitely takes up on it.
Who's this here?
Katura says, I so understand that point of view, Lisa. I quite often feel that way with my hubby. Absolutely. And Redliness.
Okay.
Terry said, consider yourself encouraged.
Thank you, Terry.
Shirley says, when I first started digital scrapbooking, people didn't think I knew what I was doing until I started helping them. Amen.
Amen.
Robin said, do it.
This is 3 votes for the book. Okay.
Katura said, the area of your expertise. Absolutely. Lena Janelle, says, Lisa, you are an accountability person. I dig that about you. She is that. Amen. And Robin said, Brian needs new contacts.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Judy says, I agree with that, Brian.
Amen.
Judy says, they see things in colors. We do.
Okay, yeah.
We do.
The artists.
I have to put on a different hat even when I'm dealing with a more logically based person.
Craig says,
because I know that sometimes I can get too creative for him. Craig says, have a great day, everyone. I have a client and I have to get ready for. Enjoy, be safe, and stay blessed. Point to that again. I'm going to point to you.
I was doing it off camera.
Giselle said, artists are off. I will come for you, Brian. LOL. You won't even see me coming. LOL.
Sure.
I'm joking. You're right. And my weirdness is one of my superpowers. Ooh, I like that, Dr. Deborah. That's right. Dr. Beverly says, Jermaine, Tariq, and Amarion say hello.
All right, it's now time for us to do what we do. About to say thank you to our consistent contributors. And the way we do that was greeting songs and with greeting logos. For example, Miss Phyllis George is up first today. Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is here.
So clear the way.
Miss Phyllis is
Miss
here.
Phyllis is here.
Miss
Now we
Phyllis
can
is here.
all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Good morning. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. It's Brittany.
It's Brittany. Brittany.
It's your time. It's your time. Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Brittany Thomas. William Brown has a song too. Good morning to our friend Will.
Nobody thinks like him still.
We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Will. Let me tell you how important the greeting songs are. Stop right there. You know how important the greeting songs are. One time, William Brown said to me, or Max said to me and Lisa together, he goes, on this particular day, he came here, he needed his song. I don't know what was going on in his world that morning or that day beforehand, but he came to a moment where he needed his greeting song, and I was so grateful that we were able to minister and deliver his greeting song because he needed it on that day. And that might be one of you guys that have ever had a day where you needed to hear your greeting song.
Absolutely.
Like Brittany just got hers today. Judy Floyd has a song.
Oh, Judy, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude.
That's Judy Floyd's greeting jam. Couture Green has one too, and it goes, back to life, back to Couture Green.
However do you want it? However do you need it?
I missed this comment. Miss Phyllis said, hey, Foxy, and hey, Stud.
Yeah, she said it. I heard. I read it.
Okay.
Shirley
DeJarnette, Wyatt will rock you, rock you. Shirley DeJarnette, Wyatt will rock you, rock you. Let her know, Shirley,
Craigside.
that you're going to rock him, Shirley.
That's right. Craigside.
1,000 degrees.
You'll be on your knees.
And you'll be burning, begging, please. Brother Freeze, Craig. Let me borrow your VCR so I can do a petite. That's Craig's jam. Robin, we still looking forward to your entry.
I'm waiting for the song. Tweedledee. I'm loving it. Lena Janelle, baby.
Lena Janelle, baby. We gets high off our art, don't know how to behave.
Ooh.
Good morning, Sister Lena Janelle. Terry Robinson. I'm Terry Robinson.
I'm Terry Robinson, and I achieve
anything you want done, baby.
I
Should do it naturally.
Oh.
So, good morning, Terry Robinson. Good to see you back, and we missed you too.
You did, Judy.
Susan Candy got a jam. Susan, you're everything I hope for.
You're everything I need.
You are so beautiful
to me.
That's Susan Candy's jam. Carolyn Stevens, aka Dr. C. Dr. C makes you sure of yourself. She'll have you walking like you've got the only love in love. That's Dr. Carolyn's jam. Dr. Deborah Dustin has one too.
Dr. Deborah, trauma healing and manifestation coach.
That's Dr. Deborah's jam. Dr. Beverly has one too, and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. Dr. Beverly's surrounded by her crew, so we say good morning to you and the rest of your crew. Good morning to the crew.
What's good, Amarion, Jermaine, Ty,
Tariq, and
not Tyreek, just Ty. We left out somebody though.
But that's okay. Keep going, please.
That's okay. We're gonna get. It's not okay. We're gonna remember who they are. Look at me sideways again.
Scroll. I'm trying to be discreet.
I'm scrolling.
I need you to scroll.
I think we got everybody.
It's 9:52
baby.
already.
I think we got everybody. I think that we got everybody.
You didn't get to the end yet. Okay.
I know, but I remember who was here.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Terry said it's not just the songs, but the choreography too. Amen.
Dr.
Lisa
Beverly says,
thank you so much, Lisa, for our song. Lisa, your high notes and choreography moves and Brian's voice inflections are everything. Amen.
Wait.
Amen. Amen.
Craig will call you out. Craig will call you out of the blue to remind you how strong you are and will come help and defend you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for saying that.
Yes, he
Terry
will.
says, thank you for my song. I needed it today.
I'm glad.
Shirley
Robert
says, have a
said
blessed
it's
day,
coming,
everyone.
it's coming. Okay, we can't wait. We can't wait.
Shirley says, those songs bring you joy and motivation.
Whoop, whoop.
Lena Janelle says, love my empowerment couple. Dr. Beverly says, William Brown is my word mentor. You can take a word out of your mouth, change your mindset, defend your mind, and snatch you up, all in love.
Amen.
So glad nobody thinks like him. Love you, Brother Will.
Amen. Amen. Shirley says, Dr. Beverly, tell him hello. Amen. There, Jermaine, Tariq, Amarion said hello. Amen. It is Tariq.
Go back down. We missed some
comments. My brother's name is Tyreek, so that's why I thought Ty was not Tyreek. It's
okay.
Tariq.
Dr. Beverly missed the one about Will.
We got it. We
okay.
just got it. And Lena says, hey, Shirley, much love from one member of the Empowerment Circle to the other. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Please, when you get if you tell me to go back down to that bottom, I'm gonna tell you again.
I'm not sure we got them all until I'm sure. You my white boy, This is my baby. Yeah. We reached our moments. We're over time. Thank you for joining us. This has been an amazing topic. You guys have been amazing again, as you always are. We're about to get out of here. We're about to go start our work day. But thank you for joining us. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your day.
And don't forget to have sex because it's good for you and it feels good too.
Hey.